Hello everyone. I'm so glad you have joined me today. I am still playing with Vellum and I have a fun card for you, and this one is a fairly easy card. My idea began with the Operation Right Home sketch number 144. There was something about this that appealed to me, so I went with it. So that's what I'm going to be using. I am using my Spotlight on Nature, and I'm using this image from there. I have a scrap of vellum. I have a piece of white and a piece of red that are going to be my focal image here. And the red is 1/8 of an inch bigger. I cut the red the same size as, I cut the red the same size as that. So there. Then I have a piece of the Nature Sweetness and gray granite, and I cut the gray granite that size and layered it. The DSP is 1/4 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch smaller. This is a regular panel that goes on a card. My card base is real red, and it's the regular size card base. I use the A2 size. I have a green marker and a red marker for coloring my stamp. I have a blending brush, and I have real red ink. I may add some gems, but I won't know until I get it going, so I'm going to just play it by ear. Okay, I'm going to start with the piece, scrap piece of paper, because I want to do some ink blending. All right. So I'm putting down some red, and my red pad is very juicy. You have to be careful. I probably should have, and I will. I'll put some tape on the back of this to hold it in place, only because it'll take and now I haven't decided. The advantage to this is if you get some blobs, just keep mixing it and it works itself out. So I have a nice panel there. Now, I can't decide if I want to stamp this in red or black. I think I'm going to stamp it in the red. And the reason being is I'm going to be cutting it out. We'll see. If it doesn't work, I may have to put some more ink on here anyway, because I'm just doing the flowers. I'm not going to do the leaves. If you're ambitious, you can do the leaves. All right, let me turn this around so I can get this on here. All right, see, this is what I was afraid of. It's not going to show up. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my blending brush and blend it out so you really don't see it anymore. All right. Let me wipe this off, and I'm going to pull in my memento and ink it up. I have a feeling I'm going to need to do another piece to stamp. All right. I don't know if I'm going to like that. We'll find out. It may not work. Before I go through this and stamp another one, I'm going to dry this. All right, I'm just going to kind of close this up and move it to the side, because what I want to do now, oh, I can't put that away. I'm going to pull in my white piece that is, Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. It's off to the side. This is the one I want to put on here. And I have to clean my stamps, so give me a minute to do that. All right, now that I've got that cleaned, let me take and color these. And I'm going to color the leaves and the stems. When you color with your marker, remember, use the sides so you don't mush your tip. And I don't know how far down I need to go, but I think I'm pretty safe with that. All right, so I'm going to take and I'm going to stamp that here. Okay, a little high. I'm going to ink this up and I'm going to stamp it again, but I'm going to come down lower. I have a feeling it's going to look better with red stamped on the vellum. All right. Now, see this, I'm going to come down like so. So there I have my piece. Now, I'm going to take my scissors and I'm just going to cut out the small one because that'll be the easiest to do. And I'm just cutting out the bud. This one's the hard one because it's tiny. All right, let's see what it looks like. You know, I'm going to redo it again, but this time I'm not going to use a really heavy hand on the red. I'm going to keep it kind of light, almost a pinky color. And I've got to go further because I've got to stamp it twice, because I'll save that. I'll do something with it. Who knows? All right, now see how I had that blob and I can kind of get rid of it. Just keep moving it around. Okay, I'm going to go with that. And I'm moving it there so I can see what I'm doing. All right, I'm going to clean this because I don't want the green on there. All right, I'm not going to use that because I think it would be too much. So I'm going to just color the tops of these. And stamp them on here. I'm gonna kind of do this. Where's that one there? I may not have enough. We'll find out. I know I need another one of these and the small one. I don't need this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a towel and just kind of wipe it off. Because I'm going to try and come in like this. I think that'll work. Yes, just barely, but it got it. Okay, now I'm going to dry this and then cut them out because you don't need to see all of that again. Okay. I have my pieces cut out, and this set doesn't have a die, so that's why I had to fussy cut them. If you have something that has a die, you wouldn't have to fussy cut these. All right, now I'm going to put these on with some glue dots. And let's see. All right, it's got to go here, and I'm going to be very conscious about where I'm putting my glue dots so that it doesn't hopefully show. All right. I have to kind of look at them and see which side is the front. And see, it does give it a nice look, but it is, again, I think a lot of it depends on the color you choose. All right, and I'm only putting a glue dot at the very bottom so that it doesn't show too much. This one, the glue dot's going to cover the whole thing, so hopefully it doesn't show too much because it's such a small stamp. All right, there. I had to adjust. Now let me see. This is the, nope, this way. I'm looking at my glue dots because some of them are smaller than the others, and I'm going for the smaller one for these. I'm not worried about that piece there. All right, let's get our card put together. All right, see, I think that's pretty. I mean, it's a nice soft look. You just have to kind of play with it to see which color to use. Do need to close up my ink pad. Ooh, don't want to mess that up because I left it open thinking I might have to do some more. All right, now here's this. I haven't used the gold side of this paper much. Now this does have some writing on it, so you'll have to watch to see. To me, the writing's upside down that way. Oh, maybe not. RJNL apostrophe S. Okay, that's the right side up. Okay, so I'm going to take my piece of white, and this piece is going on first. And I apologize, this took a little bit longer than I had planned, but I have Ezzy up here with me, and she kept getting into things. Now, before I put that one on, because I'm going to put it on with dimensionals, I'm going to put my panel on the front. I can't tell you the last time I used red. But, okay, here we go. All right, this I said is going on with dimensionals, so I'm going to grab my, oops, I only have one on here. Let me find my sheet, and we'll add some more. Yeah, what should have been a 10-minute video has turned into a half hour because every time I turned around, I was having to stop to get her straight and out of things she wasn't supposed to be in. She was grabbing paper to chew on it and eat it. She was doing everything she could. All right. And see, I think this is going to need some gems. So I know it has that element there. I'm going to use some gems, so let me find some. Okay, I know these have retired, but I'm going to use them anyway because I don't think I have anything that has red. So let's get these here. And then I'm gonna go down here and add a few more. And there we have a very pretty card using the sketch from Operation Right Home, number 144. And I colored the image with my markers and stamped it on the inside and the envelope, just for some interest. I did it at an angle, upside down, basically because I stamped it this way thinking the card was portrait, and it's not. It's landscape. So I put it in that way. I hope you enjoyed today's idea using vellum and that you'll come back next week for another idea. I have about 3 left to do. Have a fabulous Friday. Bye.